guys, did any of you get a notification that I'm live streaming? And I used another photo, one of my favorite photos of myself alive, and my cat, my pussycat, when my pussycat photo of was alive. It's one of my all-time favorite photos of. And us Bellis has adopted some honeybees online, internet, and as I found a photo of me and my Rudy Noel Bellis together. Both of us alive then, since earlier this year my pussycat Rudy Noel died, dead, gravely ill, sicker pussycat of mine. I'm going to make coffee. I do have other social media that I play around with. It's not as serious as using my real name. Uh, the Eclective, no, well, it could be eclectic, I suppose. The Eclectic Witch, the Bellis Witch Avril, at Avril and Pets Bellis Fairies Gardens. Avril and Pets Fur Babies Bellis Fairies Gardens. And Foodist Beauty, the real Foodist Beauty. Although this one is my main one, I hope gets monetized sometime soon. I don't know how to reset the monetization, and or is it already set and I just have to wait. It's set already by YouTube. I have to just wait it out. Although this is the one where I put my name and face to everything. And one and more the other ones, my social media I mentioned is about all the other stuff just for fun during burr months mostly, and having fun pets parenting, pets parented, botany, that good stuff. Just good stuff here too. So just having fun creating and publishing and finding. You never know all the stuff you can find on the internet, the good, the bad, and the pretty, the beautiful, and ugly, the negative, positive, publicity, anything and everything. And today, another one of those days. I have less than 60 subscribers, although I have more than 50 subscribers on this, my social media, my internet. Avril Bellis, Avril Bellis. Hopefully, I'll have more before the end of this year. Be nice to make it to 100 at least subscribers. Hopefully, some from my other social media can find me here. As I said, not guilty. And I tried to did as I was misinformed, hide myself behind memes and titles, social media, other people, and I came out again once more as myself, my name, not hiding behind any meme, any title. Okay, the handle is a bit something else, but my name is right there at the title. All my educations, employments, careers, hobbies, and interests, and socials. I may seem silly, although I'm not incorrect. I am not wrong. There's evidence out there, not only published public by me, there's the unknown and other people. I'm not lying. And I suppose there's one and or more other person on my social media complained to YouTube and tried to take me down once more because I have limited accesses to my stuff on community posts. I'm not able to community post now. I can, I suppose, on this one, my social media, but there's two and or more I cannot get accesses to right now. Community posts, I cannot community posts new there right now. And all those complainants, that's not them, all those complainants, that's not them, all those complainants. They did community guidelines YouTube. They did not community guidelines YouTube. They did not YouTube community guidelines themselves instead of us Bellises. Instead of me, Avril, Avril, Bellis, Bellis. Because all their complaints are false allegations and false accusations and not lawful and not legal and not sane and not competent and not employable themselves instead of us Bellises. All witnessed and all should can could may must and need show and tell, showed and told and shows and tells all happened as and all happened to us. I don't know. I'm good. Post thing once more. Here too, this social media, I don't have access to being able to use the community post page on my social media right now. Some coffee. And I have photos of the lobby directory, the other names, all before, all during, all later. Well, not all before. Before, all during, all later, and since July 2, 2025. Because us Bellises were not guilty and instead next door, 1909, etc., instead of us Bellises. And I gave copies of it all and all evidence to the corporation. And who is really, who, what, where, when, why, how, and name is, was, did, does, do, and be Louise's Journey XO with and or without Louise's Journey 3.0. Absolutely. As the reaction channel and lots of misinformation about health and fitness, wellness and well-being and fitness. YouTube and all those were I mean, that other person, Louise, doesn't even use her real name. She's constantly hiding on social media behind that meme title, Louise's Journey of some kind or other. mean, sure, there's other reaction channels too, but the most honest ones usually, I know I'm honest, and not guilty ones usually use their real names as the titles. And authors, and by, and from. I mean, all others should, can, could, may, must, and need uses us, Bellis's, who showed and told and shows and tells us Bellis's published public media, internet, social media, anything and everything that's public and published, and where stages were. And I did in front of live audiences, as Bellis's did before, I mean, in front of live audiences. event. I had a fright and I just had one. Oh, it stopped. Not diarrhea, just made me stop. Oh, he's outside my front door. I have some mixed nuts. Not 100% nut, just it's another nut. I have been single since that cat of mine alive, living with me 2018. Today is December 6th, 2025. Some other people have asked us, Bellises, my being attractive, why I'm single. And I was just like, well, I just chose to be, and everybody that I was interested in have left and are in relationships elsewhere. And then there's the stalkers that I had not any interest in whatsoever. Other than to refer them to security and police and have them stationary punished and removed. Where am I? It's gonna have some. What? I do not usually eat peanuts. Although this tin of nuts is good. It's good for everything. Peanuts, hazelnuts, cashews, almonds. There's not any walnuts and or pecan nuts up though. Really good. I'll probably never have another container like this very long time. Although just maybe had a little piece of Brazil that. Not a lot. Also good fiber. I have some cashews. Less than a cup of. It'll get another one of these. That's nuts before Christmas. Be nice to have Christmas Eve. These are hazelnuts. Where are they? Filbert nuts? have some roasted chestnuts and macadamia nuts. Those other mixed nuts would really be good. That was good. I'll start exercise again. Do my indoor walk fit. I'm gonna lift those 1 pound weights. I'm gonna use one and change hands. Hopefully I have an audience and I'm not just talking to myself, although I'm sure some of my subscribers are still subscribed. I like this walking. I'm not supposed to lift anything heavier than 1 or 2 pounds. Not yet anyways. My legs, my wrists. Boiling cold water on. Just ate another small snack. Suppose meal. It's really good. I really liked. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's see what we eated today. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm gonna do the two-handed thing, one over my head. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'll let them do it. I haven't done that in a little while. It's been a few days. I think tonight's dinner is going to be it's going to be a very tomato Saturday cafe. I'm going to have a cup of tomato and roasted red pepper soup. Now, cup each. A cup to my mom and a cup to me because I've had tomato juice. Then I'll have that. Then I'll have BLT. And then and does my mom want some scrambled egg? Maybe I'll have a scrambled egg on the side, or at least a little bit with my BLT. Then later I'll have a baked potato. And I'm gonna maybe just spend the rest of my night, maybe, unless there's any emergency. off the internet. Well, not live stream, anyways. 'Tis the season to be jolly. La 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 la. La 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 la. I don't even know that Alice Mechanical is still on Facebook. I don't know what happened. I don't even know if any of all that stuff is open. I know somebody, Patty McDonald, Tricia McDonald, was internet trolling, and she published as Alice's up there very negatively, very negative. Not body positivity, not natural aesthetics, not truthfully. Almost all of it was complete, utter misinformation. She totally misrepresented us Bellis's. I asked that she remove photos, etc. I even tried to hire a lawyers, and instead they used the money. I don't know what they spent it on. They said it was expensive, and then they wanted more money for photocopy. Postage paid, and when I asked to see that and the letters that they sent, I never got copies of. I was like, you're fired. I'm not giving you any more money. And then, all historical, geographical, not the worst, not the best, reached out to me because they can be nasty. I thought, oh, look at the nastiness. They see all the evidence that showed and told this Bellis is not guilty. Really, really mean and striking. My mom too. Not agreeing with, oh, I know Avril has a problem. Oh, I know Avril has been sick. Oh, well, she isn't mentally challenged. What does that mean? And by who? And or who? And from? With the medical histories of how having that someone have it photo of themselves. All symptoms and behaviors. I documented all false information that Avril Bellis was guilty, and even there, such as instead of being residential guilty, others, she was on the internet, she was putting out the garbage, she was out walking, she was at work, she was out doing active, well-being and fitness, hobbies, interests, and all other evidence, such as all on securities clearance. Myself, Avril, Avril, Bellis, Bellis, not guilty. All animals, all body, all pets, all fur babies, us Bellises, we're not guilty. It's a bee in my bonnet. It's worse than a bee in my bonnet. I don't like it that they're still there and they're rent and they won't leave. They won't leave us alone. I mean, children make noises when they make sounds. Okay, that takes a little getting used to, although. Other than that, outside my space, the other walls, the other sides, ceilings, floors, we should not be getting disturbed at any time. We should be in peace and quiet, comforts and enjoyments, home and elsewhere throughout the complex, public places, common areas, outside, doors and windows, front doors. just like other people tried, showed, and told and convinced my mother that my father and I, all those other people, all those other Bellises, incomes, earnings, winnings, inheritances, did I say incomes? Invested, saved, spent, inheritances. All their monies weren't real and should, can, could, need, must, and need exposed as. And then when I get involved more, I find out it's just a bunch of thieving stalkers. Stalkers tried to interfere in myself and all those others, Bellises, of historical, of histories, of geographical, of geographies, of financial, of financially. Everyone and everything. Themselves, all bad, all purposefully, all wrong. All haters, all jealous, all violence, all violent, all predatory, all resentful, all harassments, all bullying, all racist, all racism, all bigot, all bigotries, racism, bigotries, discriminations, prejudice, pretensions, internet trolling, stalking, cyber stalking. And one and more other persons, let me say that again, one and more other persons premeditated stalking us. And then they try to show them, told us Bellises were grandiose, delusional, delusions of grandeur, delusions of power, erotomanic delusions, somatic delusions, delusional, that our media, our social media, our opinions, our facts, all our evidence, not important, not valid, because it didn't like getting shown and told guilty. Security cameras all on and all other things that stopped bothering us, harassing and bullying us. So we are like on it. There's gonna be on it. Hopefully someday I'll be able to put on my social media, internet, as well as this, and not talk about them anymore. Not talk about us Bellises guys anymore. The victims, us Bellises. The victims, not them. Not those other people. The victims. They're stalkers. Us Bellises, victims. And all should, can, could, may, must, and need. Show and tell, show and prove, and shows and tells all names, all who, what, where, when, why, and how. All PSCC 850 and PSCC 807 tried protected all those stalkers, tried protected all those stalkers, giving that privacy and safety instead of us. And instead of traditionally punishing them, the stalkers, those other people, they came after us. Security guards, police, etc. And one security guard that said, "Oh, it's your fault because you had the same problem across the street." He says, not exact words, although he says, "Oh, it's all our fault, us Bellises' fault, because other people didn't like us, and they were violent, and they were vandalizing, and it was our fault." Yeah, it's the security guard's responsibility to protect us privacy and safety. They're the ones. He witnessed it himself. And he was like, "Oh, you didn't get all along." I mean, I got along. I used to say my good mornings as often as I could. And replied to. He said hello, I would say hello back. A casual acquaintance. So how are you? Oh, have a nice day. Would be my request. And I shut my front door and don't carry on my thinking I believe in privacy and safety. And I was wrong. 1301, there was a man, and I know he was black, allegedly, actually, lied. They all came and went. I mean, I have some lower back issues. And a sore neck, I suffer from migraines. Every couch, I would have at least 2 pillows. And I wasn't eavesdropping, nor did I care to listen to them. And I did media, social media, online there, internet. And it's just a place I sat with my cat. As is my thumbnail photo. Without those pillows and stuff. Oh no. And I was just flabbergasted all the lies that came out their mouths. And then the security guard here was like, oh, it's all your fault. They don't like you in this neighborhood too. I'm like, oh, no, it's not. It's your lack of jobs duties, jobs descriptions, jobs details, jobs tables. You should have been there and stopped it. And not talked multicultural, trilingual, or whatever lingual it is. You had to say it in English, and if they can't understand English, they need a translator in and out of courts. It's not our fault. We shouldn't have to go down and kiss their fucking asses and learn how to speak their languages and then worry to get along with them. They should learn already English. And that's not me being a racist, bigot, squint, discrimination, trying to prejudge us. It's just all factual. Not that it was internet trolling anybody. Sometimes you get a name and you're like, oh, it looks and sounds news. You're guilty of something or other. And I Googled and I was like, oh my God. And I was asked, oh my God, they're not good people whatsoever. I have a history of more than 2 other people guilty, same and or worse than themselves. Instead of us, it's eventually all those liars, all CPPs, all old age pensions, all hobbies, all interests, all careers, all employments, all educations. All should, can, could, may, must, need. So been told. All really happened, and that the Bellises have alibis and were not guilty. Instead of them, and all other times, all allegations, all accusations, all about, all to, and all about, and all to, and all about, all about, all to, all about us Bellises. was not me hyper, were I doing this in a gym, I would be doing just that. I'd be using the treadmill and one or two other machines, probably. And I would only do it once a day. I would not be returning there. Whereas at home, and same with I was walking outside. Whereas I'm home, I try and do at least 1,000 steps every day, minimal. And it's difficult. I like to do it during intervals, not all at one time. And I figure stovetop kettle boils. Sometimes it takes 10 or 15 minutes. Water is very cold, and during that time I can get some steps in. I don't do it all times, although I try and do it many times, and then I sit still for a very long time, or until I lay down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I try not to do more than 2,000 steps at home because I don't have a treadmill that's compact or anything. I just do some. And in 10 minutes, I can do quite a lot of steps. Actually, I can do I do more than 2,000, I think, but because if I do, say 60, more than, just right off, 60 times 70, 60 times 7 is what, 420. So give or take, I do anywhere between 400 and 500 steps. First thing in the morning, and then whenever I can. So that's often between 1,000 and 2,000 steps. That's pretty good, considering all the wounds and injuries that have happened to me over the years. Others. And as I said to my mom, instead of her just laying down all day, she needs to get up and do about 50 or 60 steps, in addition to her other steps, and get food. If you want food, come and get it. Not all the time, although sometimes, and walk. Because when the weather was better and greater, according to my mom, warmer, sunnier, hotter, my mom liked to go out for her walks. Exercise, active. My mom even does walkathons. My mom did more than 2 walkathons. My mom is good. She was there. She was strong, walking with her cane and her walker. And the most recent walkathon, there was people that, who are you going to dedicate your walkathon? Do you want to dedicate to somebody? And I was like, yeah, my dead cat, my pussycat didn't know. I don't have lots to talk about during these live streams, really. Very. I wait for my community, my subscribers, my audience to show up, and there's a Q&A. I want all my audience, subscribers, viewers, fans, privacy and safety. It's just those ones that are internet trolling that have been to my doors and windows and stuff, residential and elsewhere. It's frightening. I'm scared. I'm not paranoid. I'm not persecutory delusional. They are real other people. Now that I think about it, since it's going to be tomato soup and I've had tomato juice, I'm going to leave the tomato BLT to tomorrow. I'm going to just have a toasted buttered bagel and some soup. And then I'm going to have, because if I'm hungry later, I can always have some lettuce chips. I haven't had those in a while. And then some baked potato. Actually, a whole baked potato. I could do my mom a bagel too. She likes her buttered bagels. Toasted buttered bagels, she liked one. I'll do that before she has her soup. I used to like iceberg lettuce. I find it awkward. It doesn't last as long because there's not as much of it. I find with romaine lettuce, we can get 3 romaine lettuce parts, and that lasts quite sometimes. And sometimes I used to like getting those plant-based kind of vegan sausages, cook them really well, and put one in those pieces of lettuce. Hello. Yes, yes. I'll let you see me while I have some sips of my coffee. I don't hide my face because I'm not a stalker and I'm not guilty. Social media. You should go check out my video, Deck the Halls musical. You could see me having some fun. Fun. You can see and hear me having fun. Published. Public. Fun. Some sugar-free syrup. Salted caramel. I can drink coffees black. I can. But I find this helps my sugar levels and reduces my iron ferritin levels. I don't know how. I don't know why, it just does. I know I'm definitely not, my levels are not 900, and they must be less than 700 by now. They were less than 399 a while. I like being athletic. I was raised to do athletics, public schools, my education, phys ed. I stop. I like intermittent walking. I want to do some Tai Chi walking at home when I have more time. I want to have fun. I'm helping my mom. I finished my coffee. I'm going to do 2 bagels. Toast them. Lots of butter. Be good. And it's easy to cook. Ah, yes. And the great thing about the bagels, I don't have to cut them open. They're already cut. I just sort of have to have them. I'm so proud of my mom. She wants a bagel. She's gonna eat food that's as nutritious and or better and greater than a donut. Me too. I might not even wait till I completely finish. I might just have half. I gotta get something put in my hair, some ponytails. I think this Christmas is gonna be better and greater than I expected since my cat died. Medication. Prescribed prescription. This is good. I like sugar. I really, really, it's one of my, well, being a bitch, I mean, I have a sweet tooth. I do when I can double doubles. Oh, triple too. And I like it with almond milk because it makes it taste like cereal without the cereal. I'll come back with some videos, vlogs, vlog like videos, my eating bagel and soup. Caffeine. I'm gonna listen to some music. 'Tis the season, Christmas, Christian, Christianity, paganism.